Hello all, I am in the process of starting meal prep. Oh, I think I'm like, my sinuses are crazy today. So I'm doing the live video because I'm tired. and I want to get it done, and I don't want to stop. So it's easier for me to get it done and not stop if I'm on live video. So I am starting out fresh. I prepped nothing, so it's going to be probably a longer video than usual. So I've made a list of what I'm cooking today. I'm doing chili, chicken breast, steak, and chili, hamburgers, chicken breast, steak with a white wine sauce, no, shrimp with a white wine sauce, steak, chicken sausage, and cauliflower and meatballs. Also doing some cabbage, green beans, and broccoli. So let me get started. As I stated, it's going to take longer today because I've not prepped anything. So I always start with the thing that takes me the longest to make, or the thing that takes the longest to cook, and that is the cabbage. The cabbage takes the longest to cook, so I put that on first. And I totally forgot to get my throwaway pan, so I'm looking for an aluminum pan right now. I've got one. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is the cabbage, and I like to put my cabbage in the oven. So my oven is preheating 425 right now, and I am going to cut this. I always take out the outer leaves. I always take those off, and so that helps it with cleaning and stuff, because cabbage can be very dirty. So I'm going to start with taking those leaves off. And so some of the stuff that I've been doing lately is just because for me, this is my garbage bag right here. For me, it's just easy stuff. I don't really do a lot of stuff with recipes a lot. So that's what I do. So I'm just cutting the cabbage. Now a lot of times I'll get the cauliflower mix, the coleslaw mix for my cabbages because it's easier. But there's nothing that's like a good old head of cabbage and preparing that. So I just do it in sections, and I put it in a bowl because I have to wash it, and it's just easier putting it in a bowl as I do it. But cabbage is so big that you have to, for me, I have to do it in sections. And so I don't want so much shredded cabbage, but I just don't want any big hunks either. And cabbage is one of those things that it doesn't take a lot to prepare it. You know, it just kind of does its own thing, and it makes its own water. So don't put a lot of water. Sometimes you don't have to put any water, but I put a little in there because the water helps it to steam. So I always put a little water in mine. But I'm telling you, these sinuses, which I figured at first I thought Clarence was trying to give me a cold. I have to apologize to him because I finally realized it's sinus allergy issues, and I just know the feeling of those, and it's not a cold. And I hate it, but you know, 'tis the season. So, and the other things, I have not been taking my my cod liver oil pill either. So I'm not gonna go the castor oil route. As some people back in the day, everybody uses a little castor oil to get yourself healthy. I'm not gonna do that. But I do take cod liver oil, especially as the seasons are changing and stuff. So it just keeps me healthy, or healthier. So this is a big cabbage. So I'm just going through and slicing this And I like, when I put this in the oven, I like to use what I call my throwaway pans, like these aluminum pans that's sitting here, because I don't like to clean them. So with the cabbage, I'm gonna let some water run on that, and then I'm gonna clean up my mess here. And then I'm gonna cut up an onion to go in with the cabbage. So all I do is cabbage, onion, and garlic, salt, and pepper. That's all the cabbage gets. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all it's gonna get. So I'm going to do only one onion. It's a small onion. Only one onion with it. That's all it takes. You don't need a lot of stuff with stuff like this. But the biggest thing that I would say when meal prepping is organization. So I already have my list of what I'm making today. That's already done. And so that definitely helps you when you get in the kitchen. If you just go in there willy-nilly and you haven't prepared anything, that's going to be a long day. I need to drink like 4 of those while I'm meal prepping to catch up on my liquid intake. Little onion whole, little onion skin, don't want to remove itself. But organization is number one when it comes to meal prepping. And so for me at our house, we start planning what we're going to eat on Wednesday of each week. Then we get our groceries on Saturday, and then I meal prep my stuff. And if Jaheem's going to be eating with me, I meal prep his stuff. So I've been letting the water run on the cabbage. I'm just going to make sure it gets all in there. And then I'm just going to pour the water off. Pour it off. Put it in my container. It's a lot of cabbage, y'all. I may be eating cabbage for 2 weeks. Put my onion in there. Got to have a little bit of garlic. I know I love me some garlic. Put some garlic in. I'm going to be using garlic again, so that's staying out. And I'm just going to toss this around just a little bit in here. I got to get my salt and pepper. Thought I bought some more pepper. I don't know what I did with it. Some salt. I don't know what I did with my, I see my other pepper over there. Okay. Salt, pepper, and then I'm just going to move this stuff around so everything can get some of the salt and pepper on it. And I like using the pepper in here so I can see that it's got on everything. So the pepper just helps you know that I'm spreading it out correctly. Now I said I don't usually put like a lot of water and stuff in cabbage because it doesn't need it, but I do put just a little bit of chicken broth in place of the water. If you have chicken broth, it's a way to get some extra flavor in for stuff. So that's all I'm doing. That's probably about 1/4 of a cup. It's about 1/4 of a cup there. So I'm going to cover this with foil. Then it goes in the oven for about 45 minutes. Or whenever I remember that it's in there. Either one. So I like to put this on tight so after I do this, I'm going to move to my chili. Because I like for the chili to simmer on the back while everything else is cooking. So my next thing I'm going to make is the chili. And it's just a basic chili. It doesn't take a lot to do chili. It's really fast. And chili is something that you can even make for dinner, because all you're doing is really throwing the stuff in a pot and letting it cook. That's it. Nothing much else going on with that. So I'm going to get my onion ready for the chili and get stuff out of my way. Okay, let me get my ground beef. And some peppers, onion. Yep, got that stuff. My beans are in the cabinet. So I'm gonna get my my chili going, and I don't know where my skillet is. I like to use for my chili. I bet it's in the sink. Let me make sure. Nope, it's not over there. Not over there. I have a favorite skillet that I like to make the chili in, and it's missing. How does my chili skillet come up missing? How do these things happen? Like, did we sell it? What in the world? Y'all, I'm telling you. I'm forever losing stuff. But you usually don't lose skillets. I'd have lost a whole skillet. A whole skillet is lost. And I don't know where it is. I have no idea. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me get my onion together. I'm sure I'll think of it. Think of where it is. Not like it's many places to put it around here. I have no idea where my skillet is. But anyway, I'm doing the chili. The chili is just, you brown the ground beef with onion, peppers, and garlic. Once they got a good saute on them, then you just add the ground beef in with it. Then you add your beans and some chili powder with a little cumin, and you just let it go. Just let it do its thing. And it's really tasty. And it's just really fast. Now, if you're trying to do some award-winning chili, you can do all kind of stuff with it. Like if we're in competition, then it's a whole different chili. But I'm not trying to do competition. I'm not doing competition chili. I'm not doing competition cooking right now, okay? Let me put it that way. My little onion skins, if you want to hang on to my hand, and then they want to stay over there. But if it's competition stuff, then of course there's a few more steps and a few more spices you can do. But I'm not doing competition right now. We really bowed out of almost all food competitions right now. We just don't want to do them. So I still don't know what my skillet is. I just want little skillet. Is it in the refrigerator? No. I've lost a whole skillet. A whole dang skillet is missing. It's not in the dishwasher. Not in the oven. Not in any of my places where skillets go. Okay, I got to regroup. I need a new skillet, new pan, pot, something. Okay, I'll use this one. I don't like this one, but I'll use this one for right now. So, when you're when you're doing something like chili, you can make it vegetarian if you want to. You can do all kinds of stuff when you're doing chili, because it's so many different varieties. And if you, I didn't put that in there, hold on, wipe this out. But like I said, if you were doing competition or stuff like that, even if you were doing like a keto, you can do chili for keto. And you can make keto, you can make it vegetarian, you can make it whatever you want. Some people put different sausages in their chili. You can do Italian sausage. That's a popular one for your chili. It's all kind of stuff. So I am not doing any of that. I am just doing some basic chili is what I'm doing. And then with the chili, a lot of people like put toppings on it. Now, when I was growing up, we used to do chili and cornbread. That's how I used to have it. I don't know if any of y'all had chili and cornbread, but it's a good mix. I'm telling you. You get you some good cornbread with some chili. Now, some of my friends do the Tex-Mex cornbread with their chili. I just like some good old cornbread. I don't need any of my cornbread. I just like some plain cornbread. Because you do too much stuff with it, you're gonna mess it up, and I'm gonna be angry. And I don't need to be angry about cornbread. It's just, no, just do it the way your ancestors did, like my big mama, okay? Just get you some good old cornbread and leave that other stuff alone. Ain't no use you messing it up. Messing up some good cornbread. But most people do like crackers, oyster crackers, soup crackers type stuff. Put in there. That's just some green bell pepper going in there, and then I put some garlic in there in a minute. So, okay, let me take note of what I'm doing here. So then I have my hamburgers, my chicken bites. Okay. So I got to get my hamburgers together, and then some. Let's see. Hamburgers to get my chicken. Okay, that's not my chicken there. I'm gonna get my ground beef, and then my chicken. Do I have some more peppers? No, those peppers are old. I don't want to use those peppers. And then I have my chicken breast. So I'm gonna get everything out. And so again, do whatever you want with your chili. That's just gonna make it good and tasty and something that everybody would eat. You can do it with beans, without beans. There's all kind of ways you can do it. So I'm gonna make me a little thing over here, put my trash over here so I can get all my stuff. Okay, so that's getting ready to cook up over there. So while I'm doing that, what do I need to work on? My hamburgers. So I form my hamburgers into patties, and then my steak. Okay, so let me get my steak out. Actually, I'm gonna do my steak next because we took them out the thaw yesterday, and they have no seasoning on them. So I'm just gonna cut them up and then do a quick marinade. Season them a little bit because they're still a little frozen. And I'm okay with that because they even cut better when they're frozen. So I'm just going to get these together. And one portion I'll do with one portion I'll do with just some Worcestershire sauce and garlic. And the other one I'll do with some rosemary and garlic. And that's the trick to when people say, how do you eat the same thing every week? My body doesn't know it's eating the same thing every week because I am putting different seasonings and stuff. So you don't always just taste the same thing because your taste buds is what's going to tell you whether you like something or not. So with my steak, I do different seasonings on them so my body won't get tired. So my taste buds won't get tired, not my body, my taste buds won't get tired of quote unquote eating the same thing all the time. And so with the steak, I've been eating steak a lot because we got it really cheap. And we buy whole steak, the whole loin, and then have them to slice it. So I can eat steak for basically almost 2 or 3 times a week for 2 months for under $100. And that's good protein. And this one is a strip steak. I usually don't like strip steak. I'm a ribeye person, but I'll take it. I'll deal with it. So I'm going to get this going and get some marinade with this. So I'll have some different flavors. So my steak is going to be cooked last today. So it'll give my marinade time to do its job. So let me wash my hands from touching the raw steak. And so, oh, hold on, y'all. I left the door open. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to throw away that stuff. And so for my marinades, I'm going to do garlic. And I put a lot of garlic in that. And then this one is going to be rosemary. Garlic and rosemary on that one. And I'm going to seal it, and then I just toss it around. You seal it, and then you toss it, so the marinade can get on everything. And so when I cook this, all I'm going to do is just dump this bag out. That's how I'm going to cook it, is just by dumping this bag out. So I'm actually going to put that back there on the stove a little bit, and then put that back on the stove, and that'll even thaw out even more because I got that cabbage in the stove. And so I'm going to get some Worcestershire. Oh, Lord. This is my new bottle, so I could put tags on it. Open that. Again, so when I'm eating steak this week, I'm going to have steak 4 times. But it's going to taste different because I marinated them different. So that's a good way to get some flavor and stuff. Okay, so those are good. Now, I'm going to keep this little piece of fat right here so I can put that in my green beans when I'm cooking them for some extra flavor. Extra flavor. Alright, so next I'm going to get my hamburger. Oh, hold on. Got to get my vegetables over here. Tossing them a little bit. And again, this right here is for my chili. Just cooking that down. I like the vegetables to cook down a good amount before I put the beef in there, because it just creates its own flavor. Okay, so I'm going to get my beef ready. Now for something like chili and even for hamburgers, I can use this tube one, and I don't mind it for my chili, because you know it depends on what I'm doing with the beef. And so I know a lot of people they don't like doing the tube one, but it really helps me to keep costs down, and I tasted nothing truly different with them. So I am going to actually wash out my cabbage bowl that I was using. And I'm going to put my beef in this because I want to get that ready for my hamburgers. Okay, that's almost ready for my beef with that. For my chili. A really cool trick my mom used to do is Lipton onion soup mix is really good for burgers. It's a really good flavor to it. And so I put a little bit of that in my burger mix. And so that's a really, really good flavor for burgers. You can do it for a lot of stuff, but one is burgers that we do that for. So put a little bit of Lipton onion soup mix in there, a little Worcestershire, some garlic, all kind of stuff you can do with that. And it gives you a good flavor without a bunch of money. That's the big thing. Big flavor, no big money. Okay. All right, so this is for my hamburgers. I'm doing two things at once right now. And I just touched my doggone Worcestershire bottle without washing my hands. But I have my spray cleaner over here. I'm going to clean that off. But first, I need to get the ground beef. And if you can't see the pot that I'm cooking in, swipe the comments and then you can see this on the stove if you swipe comments. So I'm just going to mix this ground beef up with the onion and bell pepper and stuff that's already been cooking. That's what this is for. And this is, again, this is the base of the chili. So I just want to break up the ground beef. And again, this is basic chili, guys. This is just basic chili. No big anything, because I'm not doing competition stuff. Not trying to win any awards right now. Stuff like that. So if you have a better chili recipe, I command you to use it. But I'm watching everything that goes in this because I don't want to add any extra calories, and I don't want to add any kind of frankenfoods or processed foods to this. So I'm always very careful when what I'm doing. This now that I sauteed that onion and the bell pepper, it's seasoning this ground beef so well because it's mixing all in there together. So this is why you want to cook everything first. And you do this with anything. When I'm cooking chicken and stuff, I will saute the onion and garlic or whatever first and then put the chicken in there. And it seasons it so well when it happens. Oh, I almost dropped it. Caught it. All right, so let me spray my cleaner because I touched my bottom here before I wash my hands. So I need to get my ground beef going. Okay, so with the ground beef, I am going to, I've already put some Lipton onion mix and some Worcestershire. Now I'm going to put some garlic in that, and I'm just going to mix all that up together. And this is just a basic hamburger that you can bake, fry, grill, whatever. All of that just goes, you just mix it up really well. And I like to mix it up and then leave it and let it just sit before I do a lot of stuff to it. So I'm not going to let it sit for a long time today, but I'm just going to let it sit for a minute. And let that kind of chill. So it's in a little ball like that. Just with all the stuff in there mixed up very well. I'm going to leave my gloves right there on it. Leave that right there. And just sit this over here. Next, I got to get my chicken bites together. Okay. And so with my chicken bites, what I do the chicken for is sometimes, especially when you're trying to eat healthy, you get hungry throughout the day and you try to find a snack. One of the healthiest snacks that you can actually find is some protein. And so what I do is I do some chicken bites just to keep on hand, so if I get hungry, I can grab some chicken breast, and it'll give me very little calories but a lot of protein. And then you can also, during the week or whatever, when you want something different, you can just toss those suckers in some cheese or some pasta sauce or whatever you want for a little extra kick. So right now I'm getting ready to cut up the chicken breast, and that's what they're going to be for. Just a little some extra so that I will have it. That's it. Now, my ground beef is basically done now for my chili. So it's two more things that have to be added in here. Some chili powder, I looked about 3 inches of cumin, and the beans. Now, one thing that I use, I try to cross it up. When I'm doing chicken, I like to use beef broth. If I'm doing beef, I like to use chicken broth. So I'm going to put the chicken broth in here, and this is going to help it marinate its life together over there. So let me get my beans and stuff first. It's just a good old, that chili's going to be so good, y'all. Love me some chili. Hold on. Okay. I forgot about my carrots. I'm supposed to make carrots today. Forgot about them. So, with my chili, the one thing I do with the chili is I pour the liquid off. Because let me see what they say the ingredients are. It has sugar in here, and I don't want sugar in the beans. So what I do is I just let some water run in the can until it pours all the sugar out of the can. So I'm going to add a little bit of chicken broth in here, and a little bit of chicken broth. And so the other thing that I like to do is add some tomatoes in, but I don't have any more tomatoes. So I'm going to improvise with some actual cherry tomatoes. I'm going to put these in my little blender and make my own. I'll make my own, y'all. I guess that's authentic right there. You make your own stuff. So I'm gonna let the water and stuff run off of these what is this stuff? These beans. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure I got all the liquid out the beans, all the sugar out. Just gonna pour them in a strainer. And why they added sugar to beans, I don't know. Makes no sense at all. But a way you can get rid of the extra calories with that is you just go ahead and pour the suckers in a strainer and get the sugar out. Get it out, get it out, get it out. All right, so those are done. They go in there. And then I need to make me up some diced tomatoes by using my cherry tomatoes. I wasn't planning on it, so I'm just gonna cut them a little bit to make blending easier. And I'm also going to turn down my chili, but it's just gonna simmer for a while. I just need to simmer for a while. Put those beans in there. It's just gonna simmer. So don't fret. Now another thing that you can use if you don't have diced tomatoes is salsa. But I was gonna use the salsa, but then I found these cherry tomatoes, so I don't have to do that. Now, because I'm using cherry tomatoes, I do have to add a little bit more garlic, because the tomatoes that you find in the store, I like to buy the ones that have garlic and green chilies in them. And I don't have any green chilies. I don't think, let me check, let's talk about it. I think I may have used the last of them. Yep, I did. Yep. Used the last of my green chilies. So I am going to put a little extra garlic in, put my top on here, and blend this. And this is just my little personal blender I use for my protein shakes. It's not going to do really, really good because it's used to protein shakes, not food. So, and I'm too lazy. To do my Ninja. So it's one of those things that you know to do right, but you still try to be lazy. Almost got them all. Almost. There we go. So, there we go. Got my tomatoes in there. So, I'm going to pour just a little bit chicken stock just to get the ones that's running on in there. So, that way I have my tomatoes in there as well. And they're gonna cook that in there. So all this is garbage. Now I can get back to my chicken. I was getting ready to do my chicken and I got distracted. Got distracted. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this, go ahead and put the rest of that sauce in there because it was not enough tomatoes. So now that this is all mixed up, now comes the chili powder. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't measure chili powder. I do not. I don't know how much chili powder you should use. I don't know. Oh yeah, I like a little paprika in there. Yeah, I put a little paprika. And then for the chili powder, I don't even know. I just pour it in there and it works. Some chili powder and then some cumin. Cumin makes stuff taste right. I have found that cumin is the secret to a lot of stuff that I didn't know. A little bit of salt. Cumin is the secret to a lot of stuff. A lot of foods we eat and we don't know why it tastes the way, why it tastes so good. The missing ingredient is cumin. If you look on the back of those different seasoning packs that you may eat, you're gonna see cumin is on a lot of them and a lot of that stuff. So I'm gonna put a little bit more chicken broth, well actually a lot more, because I want it to cook down. So I'm just going to let that go. And I'm going to get my chicken ready. Clean that off. Okay, so I'm going to do, let me see. I'm going to do just 2. I'm going to do 2 chicken breasts. Just going to do 2. So I've been making a mess in my sink over here with cabbage and stuff all falling in the sink and beans and all that kind of stuff. So let me clean out the sink a little bit. So with the chicken, I'm just going to cut these in strips, season these, and then I'm going to saute them. That's it. Just saute. Give me wash my hands. Wash my hands. Then I have some bleach cleaner that I'll keep nearby all the time. Just gonna clean a little area up over here. All right. So with the chicken breast, Ooh, that bleach got me, y'all. My chicken breasts, I'm going to, they're pretty thick. So what I do first is I slice them in half the long way. Now, if I was making dinner for us, this one chicken breast would be 2 portion sizes because it's so doggone thick. But I do them the long way, and sometimes that's how you butterfly. So if you ever see butterflies when you cut it the long way, but you don't cut them all the way apart. You just leave a little piece on it, and so they stay together. That's what a butterfly is. You can do stuffed food and stuff like that, and you put it in the middle of it and close it back up. That's what stuffed chicken breast and stuff do. You just butterfly that sucker, put stuff on the inside, close it back up, use a little toothpick, and you are good to go. So I'm just doing a rough chop on this chicken breast, and I'm going to cook this, just tossing it with some Italian seasoning, some garlic, a little oil, and it will be absolutely amazing. So again, this is just a quick, everything I'm doing individually, they make a really quick dinner at night because nothing takes 30 minutes to cook. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Even at chili. You can do chili in 30 minutes. From the time you walk in the kitchen to the time you sit down and eat with chili, it could be 30 minutes. So, it dispels the whole I don't have time, because if I was hungry and I wanted to go out and get something to eat, it would take me longer than 30 minutes to order it, go pick it up, come back home, you know, all that jazz. So that's what that is. So I'm going to put some garlic in here, put a little bit of Worcestershire on that. And then I can't use my other hand because I had chicken on it. And then this is just some Italian seasoning. And I put a good amount of Italian seasoning on the chicken. Pretty good amount. And it's really, really good. And I like the Italian seasoning because it mixes well with marinara, Alfredo, just different things. So if I wanted to cook all this up, and then use it later in different dishes, it does that for me. So you can just get you some good old Italian seasoning. With Italian seasoning, it's basically oregano, thyme, rosemary, basil, sage is what it is. So if you could do all those individually if you want to. So that's what that is. So I'm going to get that all mixed up right there. And then I'm going to put this in a bowl. Put that in a bowl. I'm going to set that aside. Now I have to clean up my area again. You really, 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 really want to watch when you're doing stuff with chicken, because you don't want salmonella issues. So whenever I'm in the kitchen, I keep some bleach in here because I don't want any sort of issues at all. And I also, whenever I cook chicken, I just put a little bit of dab of bleach in my dishwater too. So I got this towel with some bleach on it, and I just want to wipe around everything in case any juice is spilled. Then we'll put this back over here with the bleach. All right. So got my chicken marinating. I got my steak marinating. I'm gonna go ahead and make my hamburgers. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get my green beans going. Green beans and the carrots. So I've been doing some glazed carrots lately that are really, really easy. One bottle down, need another one. Glazed carrots is really easy. So I'm gonna do some of that. Check my chili. It's just doing well. The chili's doing well. My steak is doing good over here. I'm me go ahead and lay those down a little bit. Let's see, green beans, cabbage, carrots. Okay. Okay. So let me do the green beans first because they got to cook the longest. First, let me say that I really don't need a pot this big for the green beans. I really don't. I don't want to use it. Anyway, so for my green beans, I'm going to use the rest of that chicken stock that I had there. And then I'm going to use, let me see, chicken stock, some garlic, and some onion, and some butter. That's how the green beans come together. That's how they come together. So, let me get my knife back out. I washed over here in some bleach. Ooh, this onion is dirty, y'all. This onion is so dirty. I'm gonna have to get this one together over here. God, this onion is dirty. So with the green beans, I do like the onion and garlic and stuff to marinate, kind of like cook in the stock before I put the green beans in. So when I put the green beans in, they got a good base of flavor. I do like to do that. You wash this onion off a little bit more because it was so dirty. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up. Let me see what else I got to cook. Chicken. My chicken sauce. I'm gonna need chicken. I'm gonna need onion for my chicken sauces too. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up 2 onions, so that way I don't have to stop again to do onions. Sometimes I do all this stuff in advance, but today I'm just tired. I am so tired. But you gotta get stuff moving. Gotta get stuff moving. So, my hair. Alright, so I'm gonna cut off a little end of this. I'm just gonna cut up enough chicken breast to last me the rest of this meal prep, so I won't have to stop again to cut up chicken breast. Cut up onion. So I'm gonna do half of an onion and the green beans. So this is what I'm doing now, this little half. And these onions are very small, so I probably could get away with more, but I'm just gonna do half of an onion and the green beans. And then if you remember, I saved a little of the steak fat. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the green beans too. You know, back in the day, we used to use fat back and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and use this steak fat. Can't let it go to waste. All right, you can't let it go to waste. Put that in there. All right, let me wash my hands from touching that steak. Get my onion peels and stuff out the sink. And so, got my chili going, chicken bites, steak, chicken sausage. All right. Okay, so that's going in there. That's in there. Then I need some garlic for my green beans. And then I need to get my green beans out. I don't see my green beans. My green beans are missing. Y'all, why are my green beans missing? Why are my green beans missing? The green beans are missing. Where would they be? Let me check to see if, hopefully I got a bag of food that was not, a bag of canned goods that was not put up. Nope, nope, not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. Where are my green buns? Okay. Yeah, I done lost the green beans. Who loses green beans? Who loses green beans? Like, did we put them up in the wrong place? Let me check all the random areas that we could have put stuff in the wrong place. Because who loses green beans for real? Okay, I got to go see if I can find the green beans. Hold on. Okay. Crisis avoided. The green beans were still in the car, y'all. The boys have forgotten about the green beans. Okay. So this chili is cooking back here, and I just like it to simmer. I'm gonna go ahead and move that to the back and let that simmer some more. Because all I want those flavors to do is just to marry on in there. Marry on, marry on. I put this chicken up for a minute. I'm done with it. I have about 3 tablespoons of butter just going in there for the green beans. And so now, got the cabbage going, green beans are getting ready to go, hamburgers, chicken, shrimp. Okay, let me do the shrimp. Shrimp is what I need to do next. So, you know what would help with the shrimp if they weren't frozen? Yeah, I forgot all about the shrimp. But the good thing about shrimp is they unthaw very quickly. Shrimp unthaw very, very quickly. So I am going to, now with the shrimp, what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute the shrimp in a white wine butter sauce with some smoked sausage. Now, let me preface this in saying that this was not the original plan for the shrimp, but I'm using the smoked sausage because I need to. I've had it for a while, and I don't want it to go to waste. So I'm going to use one of these in my shrimp, and then I'm going to do one in my chicken sausage. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this up. Put that in there with my sauteed shrimp. Now, the shrimp butter sauce I'm going to use is really good, and I'm going to put some spinach in there as well. So it'll be shrimp, sausage, some spinach, some roasted red peppers, all kind of stuff going in that one. So good stuff going in there. So my shrimp are unthawing. The shrimp will be unthawed in just a minute. It ain't gonna be long at all. Not long at all for shrimp. It's another really quick, easy meal that you can make. So the shrimp, and while they're unthawing, I'm gonna go ahead and take the tails off of them while they're over here unthawing, because it just makes it easier to eat them later. So I'm going to take the tails off. And okay, let me put this over here. So for people who don't know how to remove the heads from shrimp, you just take the tail and you squeeze. All you got to do is squeeze, and then it comes right out. So you just take it, squeeze, it comes right out. I get the ones that's already deveined, are the shrimp that I use. And then I'm gonna actually cut the shrimp up, because these are the extra large ones. And so I'm going to cut these up so that they can be in bite-sized pieces. They're already thawed, y'all. That's how fast it is. They're already thawed. So I'm getting ready to saute these. Actually, I can just put them down on my cutting sheet over here, cutting sheet. So when I get ready to cut them a little bit, they're already over there. So again, this is a really quick, easy meal. So what I'm going to do to start this off is, again, I'm going to start my skillet with some onion and garlic and saute that first. Then I'm going to put the sausage in. Then I'm going to put the shrimp in. Put the shrimp in. And then I have some white wine vinegar. I'm not doing the actual real white wine this time because I didn't feel like going to Ruler or Aldi's to get any. And they have the cheapest one. Since I'm not drinking the wine, I'm just cooking with it, so it's not a big deal. So I'm doing cooking white wine, which is a little different. But per the reviews and stuff on that I looked up, they said it's not a big difference when you're cooking with it. So anyway, so let me get my hands together, and then I need to get these green beans in this little pot over here that's going. Okay, so let me. Everything's over there, just cooking away. Let me get my green beans going. I got too much stuff going on over here. Okay, so that's on. So again, with the green beans, I have some chicken stock, some onions, some garlic going on in there, and some butter. I'm going to run the water off of these green beans. Put those in there. Gonna have another one. And so it gives you a lot of flavor when you add like your onion and garlic and stuff, and let it sit a little bit with some broth. It just gets a little bit of flavor. Now, if I was doing this for like Thanksgiving or something like that, oops, I wasted some water. If I was doing it for that, then I would actually slow cook these longer. Is what I would do. That would be the difference that I would do if I was doing this for like a holiday meal. So my holiday cooking is different than my meal prep cooking. They are not one and the same at all. So I used one of my little Walmart bags for trash. Now I got to use another one. I filled one up. Alright, so I put my cans in here, my chicken broth thing, put all my trash in here. Okay, so now I have to get my pan together for my, I'm sorry it's so loud. Y'all, this is the pan I was looking for my chili. I just overlooked it. I just overlooked the pan for my chili. That's it right there. So first, before I get the shrimp together, I need to get the onion together. So this one I'm gonna actually take a little bit more time with this onion because I don't like the big pieces. So this one's gonna have a finer chop on it. And so it'll be smaller pieces going into this dish. Okay, so I'm going to, hold on, before I even do that, there's an easier way. Let me just break this right on in there before I try to get crazy. So I'm going to turn this up some over here and get my onion going while I get my shrimp prepped. And let me get my green beans all together. And I'm gonna do a little bit of more water in there with the green beans. Because I want them to cook down, I want the flavor. So I'm gonna add some more water to those. So got that going. All right, so let me get my shrimp. So while the onion is getting ready to saute, I'm going to get my shrimp. And I like, again, I got the extra large shrimp, and I like to do them in like 3 cuts because I want bite size shrimp. Because when I'm eating the shrimp in a saute or whatever, I don't want to have big bites of shrimp or try to cut it or something while I'm eating it. So that's what I do here. So I can hear my onions starting to cook in there. Okay, and so I'm gonna put just a little bit of oil. I use grapeseed oil when I'm cooking. And I've had people ask me, why do I use grapeseed oil while I'm cooking and not olive oil? The reason is very simple. Grapeseed oil is cheaper. Yep, that's my reason. Grapeseed oil is cheaper. So there's no secret or anything of why I use it. It's just cheaper. So get my shrimp together. Rinse off my spoon. And get these onion in here sauteed. And once they're a little bit translucent, that's when I add in the garlic. And so that's done. And so I am going to, let me just get another plate. I'm going to put the shrimp on this here plate. Get the shrimp over there. Wash my sheet again. Got my bleach going on. Got to have my bleach. Got my bleach going on. And then I think I'm done cutting for the day. So I'll leave the knife over here. So let me prep my area here. So the onion is sauteing. Everything looks so good. I love watching these. I need to get motivated and cook also. You know what? It really comes from necessity for me because my life. And here's the thing, I can cook during the week, I really can. I just don't want to. I'm not gonna say that my life is so crazy that I can't cook. We can, we just don't want to. It's really just that simple for real. We can give all the excuses in the world, but it comes down to, we just don't want to. So that's getting pretty translucent. My green beans are over here doing its thing, and I'm just gonna let those sit there and cook. Okay, so chili is going. Okay, almost done with this other one. I did 32 ounces there, and then I want to go ahead and get my carrots going. Now carrots are extremely easy to do, so I'm going to waste a little seasoning on this one right here. I'm gonna put this on here, turn the stove on, get my carrots out. Okay, let me see what ingredients do they have in here. Carrots, water. Okay. I'm going to put a can of carrots in. Now, my onions are getting translucent over here. So I'm going to mix this all up, and hopefully you can see some of this. Get that mixed on in there. And then I'm going to add my sausage in, which I did not do a good job cutting up, I see. Oh, there we go. Never mind, I did. Okay. Well, some of them don't want to act right. So I'm going to get these in here, and that's just adding a little bit more flavor. All that's doing. So I'm going to let that kind of cook itself right there. For the carrot, I'm going to add some butter. You get it out the refrigerator. Which one? Okay, so I'm gonna get some butter. Now I'm gonna let these cook down before I put the butter in there. I just want to cook down a little bit. And so for this one, now this is a butter wine sauce is what this is going to be, okay? A butter wine sauce. So as I'm letting this cook, I'm going to get the spinach ready. It's going to be spinach, a little bit of heavy whipping cream, and then, now it calls for a lot of heavy whipping cream and cream cheese and all that, but I found a secret. Y'all. Let me show it to you. If I can find it. Oh, maybe I don't have my secret anymore. Here it is. Okay. So my secret to a lot of cream is I use these. This right here is a really good, it's like the Laughing Cow stuff is what I use. And it's a really good cream without having to have a lot of other stuff, and it's just better. So while that's getting together, I'm going to take my spinach, and I'm going to just chop it down just a little bit. Chop it down a little bit. I need to get my bowl over here so I can wash it. Now, and the thing with spinach, if you think you have a lot of spinach, and by the time it cooks down, you ain't have anything, okay? You have very little spinach after you finish chopping your spinach up. It's gonna be looking like nothing. Okay. So the way that I do spinach, I'm just rinsing it and I'm just getting some water out. I drain it a little bit. And then, oh, I did have to chop some more. Give me another knife. Let me get a knife over here. Get another knife. And then I'm just going to do a rough chop on the spinach. Just a rough chop. And then I'm just going to throw it on in there. Throw it on in there. Now I'm going to do half of it now. And I put the shrimp in. So half of that's going in now. And so now is, let me see, I think that's all the spinach I'm going to put in there. I think that's enough. Now I'm going to do some heavy whipping cream. No, it's half and half. I don't do heavy whipping cream lately. I've been doing half and half. So I'm going to do half and half. Pour some of that in. And then, hold on. I have to get my butter's already out. Okay, butter's already out. I'm half and half. Then I want to get my little wedges. And these are garlic herb, which goes great with this dish. So I'm just going to put my wedges in. I'm going to put 3 of them. And they're 35 calories each. 3 of these in there. So instead of putting like some Parmesan or something that is like 120, or like mozzarella like 120 or 80 calories, it depends on which cheese you use. This is a good way to get some flavor, creaminess without the extra calories. And so then I'm gonna do some white wine. So I want to get all of this mixed up in there, and it's just going to saute and just cook down. And then I'm going to put my butter in as well, because it's called a white wine butter sauce is what this is going to be. So I need, my red peppers. Roasted red peppers. Now for me, I like this mostly because it gives me color. And so I'm actually gonna chop up some of these because I want a few of these in my chicken sausage. So I don't want to use them all in the shrimp, because I want some of them in my chicken sausage. So there we go. So mixing that in there with the shrimp, the wine, the heavy cream. Get ready to put some butter in. This will be absolutely amazing. Let's see. So I'm going to turn that up just a little bit. Let me get my butter. So that's going to be 4 servings. So because it's going to be 4 servings, I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of butter. Because 2 tablespoons of butter usually is for 2 servings, but I'm going to use half of what they're calling for, just to reduce my calories on that. Okay, so everything's cooking. Everything's good. My chili's done. So I'm getting ready to take my chili off, actually. Oh, I used the wrong spoon. That spoon is for my green beans. Wrong one. So I'm going to let this chill and get its life together. And I'm going to remove the chili. Back there. So the chili can be set aside, because basically I need the stove space. Oh, so remove this. And I'm going to push this to the back so it can be chilling out in the back. And so now for this skillet, I'm going to make, what do I need to make next? Oh, my chicken sausage. So I'm going to make my chicken sausage next. I have to wash out one of my skillets that I want to use. So, again, I'm making a whole bunch of stuff, but everything on its own is very easy to make. So, rinse out this that I just washed for my chicken sausage. So for the chicken sausage, I'm going to do the same thing that I've been doing before. Is I'm going to get the onion and garlic sauteed, then put the red pepper in there. So let me clean off my little area. Clean off my area. All right, so let me get my onion. I'm probably gonna need some more onions because I forgot about, no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know for real. I'm gonna, with the chicken sausage, I'm gonna also add some cauliflower to the saute. Saute cauliflower with some onion and garlic is so good. So I'm gonna add some cauliflower to that little mixture. So we're gonna throw some some oil in there and get my chicken sausage together. This one is Idell's or Adele's or something, apple chicken sausage. This is what this one is. So I am going to get this together. Cut this up, and then when I finish that, I need to get my what do I have? Finish my vegetables. Yeah, finish the vegetables. The cabbage is still in the oven, and almost finished that. So I'm just gonna chop these up. Now there's 4 of these, and it's 13 grams of protein per one. I try to get at least 20 to 25. I need 10 extra grams of protein, so I need to add me some chicken in here. I forgot about that too. Well, now what I'll do is I'll make this 3 servings instead of 4. That's what I'll do. Okay, so my onion is sauteing over here. Onion sauteing, got that going. And then, did I do a whole onion or a half onion? I think that was half onion. I'm gonna do half of this bag of cauliflower. And I'm gonna do the other half of the bag with my steak. So it makes you half of 13, it's like 6. So 6, that's 20. I'm gonna still add a little bit of chicken in there, just a little bit. Just to make sure I hit my protein goals, because that's the big thing. You wanna make sure, especially because right now I'm doing strength training, and I wanna make sure that I'm having enough protein, because as I lose weight or whatever, I don't want to burn muscle, I want to burn fat. Oh, hold on. I got to get my butter going in my carrots. So with the carrots, that's about 4 servings of carrots. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of butter. That's going to go there. And then carrots naturally have a sweetness to them. But with glazed carrots, you add honey or something. I'm going to add stevia. What I'm going to do. So that way you get the effect of glaze without the calories of honey or natural sugar and stuff like that. Because honey, carrots are naturally have some level of sweetness to them. Anyway, so let me get my cauliflower and onion mixture going here. So that's going to cook. Everything else is doing its little do back there. My shrimp is done. I'm going to take that off and set it aside because it's done. Let's see. I forgot how many ounces, I forgot how many grams of chicken, how many grams of protein are in chicken. Alexa, how much protein is in 3 ounces of chicken breast? Let's see if Alexa's gonna be great today.
3 ounces of chicken breast has 25.6 grams of protein.
Okay, so it says it's 25 grams of protein, so that means 1 ounce of chicken breast. 25. Yeah, I'm gonna put 3 ounces of chicken breast in here, so that works. That works. See, Alexa was great today. I appreciate Alexa. And so I'm gonna just keep playing with this.
I'm not sure.
Oh, Alexa, stop. I'm done with you. Stop. Okay, so sauteing that. Let me get my get these carrots. I'm gonna mix all that on in there. So let them carrots be great with all this little saute. Go ahead and wash that off again. These green beans are basically done. Let those simmer back there. And then the shrimp dish is absolutely amazing. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn the shrimp off. Clean this again from the shrimp. All right. So I like to cook the cauliflower until it starts browning a little bit. This is how you do rice cauliflower basically. It's just rice cauliflower. You put it in there, and like if I would add some, it can be like a stir fry. I can add some Asian sauce to this, and it'd be just like stir fried chicken. Good stuff. So I'm gonna add 3 ounces of chicken breast to this. And in order for me to add 3 ounces of chicken breast, I need to weigh it. So I am going to weigh chicken breast. So let me see. Let's see, I'm gonna do it in. That's 1 point. I'm gonna call that 1.5. So that's 1.5. Is that another one? Look at me. Come on now. Okay, so that's the chicken breast. Wash my hands. So that's 25 grams of protein added in there. So I'm going to, now those pieces were a little big. The chicken breast, those pieces were a little big for what I'm doing. So I am going to actually chop those a little bit more. I'm gonna use my scissors just to cut the chicken breast up into smaller bites so that it will be about the same size as the chicken sausage. And then that will help get it in more. These are little tricks that I do when I am training and I'm trying to hit certain goals. I just add a little chicken breast to something. And so now with the chicken breast, it cooks really fast. It's really, really fast. So I'm going to put that in there. And then I have, there's another piece of chicken. And I'll add my sausages to it. Sausages go in, and then the rest of my peppers. All right, that's 32 ounces. That's 32 ounces of liquid. I'll add some garlic to this. And this will be absolutely amazing. Good flavors going on in there. And remember, I seasoned that chicken earlier with that Italian seasoning, so it will go very well with the rest of this. So that's one dish, again, done. So far I've made chili, I've made my shrimp, shrimp in a white wine sauce. Now I just made this chicken sausage, chicken and apple sausage with some chicken breast in there. Got that done. Next, I'm getting ready to make these hamburgers and these steaks. Y'all, I am almost done. I'm so proud of me. So that's done. Now my carrots are getting to the place of being done. This is when they get glazed. So after it cooks down, let all the liquid cook down, and then that's where you get your glaze from. So I'm just gonna stir that in here, just a little bit, because it's making this little glaze right now. Okay, so let that cook just a little bit more. While that's cooking, I don't know what my other aluminum pan is, or aluminum bowl. I'm gonna take my chicken sausage concoction. I'm gonna put it in this, because I'm gonna get ready to reuse the skillet for my steak. So I'm gonna put all of that in here. Ooh, I hope that wasn't, yes it was. Oh no, it wasn't, okay. So I'm gonna put this in here. My carrots are doing very well. So, got everything I need out of this pan. Now, my carrots, they're done. I'm gonna put them over here. And now, I need to get my, hold on. So I need this to sit right here for a second, because I need another onion. So sad, I totally forgot. I love onion, y'all already know. So I'm getting ready to do my steak. So with my steak, I'm gonna saute some onion and garlic, toss that steak over in it, and I'm just gonna call that a day. Completely done. And then lastly, I will do my my hamburgers. You know, actually, I'll do the hamburgers first. Let me just do the hamburgers first, because that's already ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the hamburgers in that pan. Okay, so let me get my hamburgers together. So this is where I already had them in the mixture. And got those over there marinating stuff really well. So I'm going to just put these together. Give me a little hamburger. This is another one where if you need some extra protein or whatever, just get you some. You can either do a hamburger like this, or you can just ground the ground beef. Either one of them, you're gonna be great. But this just gives you some extra protein if you need it. And so while this is cooking, while the hamburgers are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and saute this extra chicken I got over here. Got to see how many ounces that chicken is. All right. So, wash hands. Wash hands. Hot water. Hot water, hot water, hot water. All right. So, what was I supposed to put the other sausage in? I'm supposed to put it in that other thing. Okay, well, I done forgot the other sausage, y'all. Look at me. Okay, so let me use green beans are done. So green beans are done, so I'm going to use this back one back here. With oil. And I'm going to get this chicken sauteed. Now this one I'm not gonna do onion with. I know, surprise. I do onion for everything, but not for this. So all I'm doing, that's been sitting over there, this little marinade. All I'm gonna do is just toss this, just gonna cook it, and that's it. That's all I'm doing. It's just a little extra something going on. I try to get it all in one little level, a single level. Okay, so let me check my thing here. I checked my list. Chili's done. Hamburgers are cooking. Chicken bites are cooking. Shrimp and the white butter sauce is cooking. Steak is getting ready to be cooked after the hamburgers. The chicken sausage and cauliflower is done. Okay. Green beans are done. Cabbage is done. Carrots are done. And then I'll do some broccoli. I don't even know if I need broccoli. I have to see. I will have to see. So I'm gonna get these burgers. And I did not put salt on those things while they were cooking. I don't think I put salt in there either. So just a little salt there. Alright, so got that stuff done. And I have my onion for my steak that I'm going to saute. One of the steak I'm going to saute with cauliflower. And the other one I probably won't saute with anything. So I'm going to need more stuff to drink. Okay, I got 32 ounces drank already. Let me clean up my area. Okay. I got so many bags of garbage. Just gonna put them all in a big bag. Now I'm going to turn this chicken over. And let me get this steak turned over as well. Okay, get that turned over. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different meals with multiple servings of each of them. The chili is 4 servings. The shrimp is 3 or 4 servings. The hamburgers are 1 to 2 servings. I mean 2 to 3 servings. So yeah, everything is multiple servings. So all of these are individual meals that you can make at any time for your family. So I'm gonna let that stay back there and cook. Whew, I am hot. All right, let me go get something to put my hair up. Okay, so I have to get this hair up. It was working on me. So again, this chicken breast That's just you can put it on top of a salad. You can toss it in some Alfredo. Anything like that is what this chicken breast is good for. Any of those things. So this right here is basically done. All it is, that little tossing is all it's going to get. That's all it's going to get. So, let me see what bowls I have available. Let me clean out the bowl that I originally used for this. That's get my bleach. Got to get my bleach. Get everything out the sink. Got to bleach it down. I know some people don't believe in bleach. We're a bleach family. We are a bleach family. Got to bleach everything. Everything gets bleached around here. Okay, so I am going to put the chicken in here to chill out for a minute. I'm going to put some wax paper in there. Some wax paper. I'm not pouring this because I want to use that juice as part of my steak. I'm going to do the same thing with those burgers too. What's left of that, I'm going to put my steak in that. I like layered flavors. Layered flavors is what it's called. So these last little pieces of chicken don't want to come out, but you gotta go. You gotta go. Okay, let me just throw them on in there. There we go. All right, so right there. Okay, go ahead and put some onion in there. Okay, these burgers, these are done. I am going to put these on a plate and let these rest over here. And then I am going to got my onions in there with some more Worcestershire and one other trick of trade is some little chicken broth because I want to get those little bitty pieces of, ooh, my finger's too small. Let's go this side. So I'm just using this just for some layered flavors here, especially the one that the hamburgers were in. So what I want to do is I want to get all of that off the bottom. All of that off the bottom. Because I want that to help flavor my steak. Now, while this is cooking over here, I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of my cauliflower in this one. The rest of the cauliflower goes there. Bring my steak back over here. So, letting that chill out. Let that chill out over there. Let this one chill out over here. Give me some last of my using garlic today. We're gonna go ahead and let that cook down. And again, this is just layered flavors. All I'm doing is layering flavors. Oh, look, it's telling me my battery's running low. Let me get that some charge. Okay, there we go. So, there There we go. I'm gonna get this more sauteed over here. Okay. So everything done. We start putting stuff up. This is trash. That's trash. This goes up. I forgot what I did. The top for this. So as that's cooking down, I'm gonna get my steak. Get my steak going. Now this steak is the one that I had marinated in the Worcestershire sauce. So that's going over there. I just put that one. And then this one has Italian seasoning and the rosemary. So it's gonna go in the one that I'm putting that chicken in. So let that get a good cook on there. Put the other stuff up. Let me start cleaning up my area, as I said. Getting everything cleaned up. Everything put up. I don't need any more butter, I don't think. That is put up. I want to make sure the cauliflower is done. Okay, so this one, the one with the Worcestershire, is ready for the steak. We're gonna put the steak over in that one. Roll the bag away. I have so much trash. So get my steak in here and let those chill out and start cooking over there. And I am almost done. Let me check my list again. I got my chili, my burgers, my green beans, cabbage, chicken bites, shrimp. Steak is cooking now. Chicken, sausage, cauliflower, green beans. Okay. Yep. Carrots. All right. So put my other steak in here. Done, done, done. So let me get the steak on a single layer back here. And I know that each of the steaks are right at 8 ounces. So it's going to be basically 4 ounces of steak in each serving. Is what this was end up being. Now I did not salt the steak before I marinated it, so put a little salt in there and some pepper. Salt and some pepper. Yeah, so that is complete meal prep today. Got all kinds of stuff that we've done. And I'll take a picture of everything later. But yeah, so easy stuff, everything. So again, I have made chili, hamburgers, sauteed chicken breast, a shrimp with a white wine butter sauce. I'm doing steak now. My chicken, sausage, and cauliflower stir fry is done. My green beans are done. My cabbage are done. And the carrots are done. So that's all I have accomplished today. So now I'm just turning my steak over. And again, and what I use with the steak is I put hamburgers in the pan. Well, I put something in there before the hamburger. I don't even remember. But oh, the chicken sausage. And so I did that before, and then I put the hamburger in, then I put the steak in, using the same pan without cleaning it. Just created just some layers of flavor for me. So I'm just turning all my steak over so they can cook evenly on both sides. I'll do the other one the same way. Turn it over, and once they get a little color on both sides, then I'll toss them in with the other stuff that's in there. But I like to, and with the steak, oh, that one didn't even, hold on, because that one didn't separate very well. Okay. So let me turn it over now. And I want to turn over. It's like, no, I don't want to go. But there's another one to stay together. I'm just flipping them over, and then I will toss them together. That's that done. Alright, so this one right here is just ready to be tossed. And this one is going to be darker because I'm using Worcestershire sauce, and it's got the stuff from the hamburger, like the hamburger bits in there from when I cooked the hamburger. So this one is done. Turn the eye off of that one. And this one I'm just going to go ahead and mix on in there. So both of these skillets are 2 servings of food, basically. That's how that works. So I will get everything done and completed. I'll take a picture of it before I portion control it out. But everything is off now. So that concludes my meal prep for the week. That is it, y'all. So hope you were inspired to meal prep for yourself. If you do not want to, I want to turn around, look, or something. But if you do not want to meal prep for yourself, contact me, and I maybe can meal prep for you, depending on what your goals and stuff are. Well, not depending on what your goals are, but just let me know. And I can help you meet your goals. Is what I was trying to say. Help you meet your goals with meal prep and eating. So that's what I have for today. You guys have a great rest of your evening. I am done here. And again, just to recap, we made chili, hamburgers, sauteed chicken, a shrimp and a white wine sauce, 2 different types of steak, a chicken sausage stir fry, cabbage, green beans, and glazed carrots is what we have made today. So it was fun. God bless. Talk to you guys next week, maybe. Just depending if I want to do it next week. And I'm out of here. God bless.